Welcome back to Babylon, everyone, where we dedicate far too much time to the bare necessities in life. If you haven't guessed, we'll be discussing the latest, but not final, Jungle Book movie that we'll be seeing this... Well, I guess no, that comes out, 2019 now? Andy Serkis?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Something like that.
Something, yeah. I've heard conflicts as far as that goes. But before we hit our subject matter, let me bring in my regular cohorts, starting with King Louie over here, the bruv we like to call Beta.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the show. Good to have you. And in the other corner, a man that, when home alone, is rumored to wear less clothing than Mowgli himself. Say hello to the people, Mard.
Hello, people.
Yeah. I don't believe you.
Oh, I really do just walk in my boxers all day.
Well, okay. Well, all right. I thought the rumor was completely nude.
Oh, no, I don't do that.
Oh, well, thank fuck for that. Jeez.
I'm sitting in my own chair. Why would it be nude in my own chair?
I was going to say freaking mirrorish swamp stains left and right. I don't need to deal with that. Anyway, good to have you both. It's been a long time since I've seen both of you in my inane wanderings around this house. Oh, also, thanks to Beta the Blessed for providing new seating for the studio. Beta and Mard over here, they're breaking in new chairs with their chocolate nalgas tonight. We got some... We robbed a bank, basically. I think that's the official story.
Yep. I took some chairs from a bank.
For real. That's what the studio is based on right now. Just pure theft, essentially. And several $100s just sitting across the table as well. Fuck my life, man. I could be doing so much more with my savings. Anyway, segues be damned. We have a long night ahead of us, and we're already going on several different tangents. We've wasted 2 complete minutes on nothing. So let's get into today's topic, a remake of the 1967 Disney classic, The Jungle Book. Now, I'm going to do some history on myself. You two feel free to hop in at any time, because I was completely unfamiliar with this. I haven't seen the original animated classic in one sitting. I've just seen, scenes every now and again, on and off, but never sat through the entire thing. Ever. Something always comes up. That's me, at least. Have you guys seen them? Like, both of you guys seen the original?
I've seen it.
I've seen it, but it was a long time ago. So long that I hardly remember anything from it.
And did you guys know there's a live action version too?
Yeah, with Luke Kane as Mowgli.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know if that one's called The Jungle Book or Ricky Tikki Tavi, but it's one of those. There might be several more. I don't know. And then we have an Andy Serkis one coming. So.
I saw it.
What you think?
It wasn't as good as the cartoon, so...
Oh, damn. Luke Kane? What'd you say?
Luke Kane
Luke
from
Kane?
Mortal Kombat.
Damn, son. Oh, well. He's got all the good properties, clearly. The high successes in life. No, but to tell the truth, when I heard this movie was coming out, at first, you couldn't pay me to care about this movie because it just sounded like another remake, which, we get every other weekend nowadays. And there were conflicting reports. I didn't realize it was 2 different movies coming out, the Jon Favreau and Andy Serkis ones. So I'd hear, it's coming out 2016. No, it's coming out 2018, now 2019. And I had no idea what the fuck was going on. And I was completely lost. I could not care. I didn't bother watching the trailers because of the confusion. And these remakes rarely pay off as it is anyway. And, Jon Favreau, sure, he's good. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. But a children's movie, I don't know, a children's remake, I wasn't down for that. Myself, anyway.
No, I followed up on the Jon Favreau one. And then, I heard that they were making another one. So, I had those two pretty much, separated. And I do like Jon Favreau's shit, so I was kind of hyped.
Favreau and his shit. That piece of shit that was Iron Man. And Chef.
Iron Man 2.
He did Iron Man 2?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, that was kind of a letdown. That was a very big letdown, actually.
It was better than Iron Man 3, though.
Well...
Not saying much.
Yeah, I was going to say. But screw those movies. We got Iron Man 4 coming out May 6th.
That's true.
Let that hang in the air for a sec.
Like it.
1,000 voices cried out in rage. No, but now getting into this movie, as far as I was concerned, the voice acting for me. I mean, not just the casting, because the casting was great, but their actual performance of everyone involved was really impressive to me. I mean, of course, we have our boy, Idris Elba, Ben Kingsley, Lupita, I'm going to botch this, Nyong'o, Maz from Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, Gus Fring, Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes.
He was in that. I knew I recognized that voice. I'm like, who is that? That guy sounds dope AF. And, of course, Christopher Walken as King Louis.
Who did the voice for Mowgli?
Oh, I don't know. It's Keanu, I'm going to say.
Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, he did pretty good, too.
Well, he did all right. The voice work was fine. The acting wasn't top notch. No, but like, for example, the banishing scene with Lupita acting off Mowgli.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty touching scene, I think, considering it was just voice work on her part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was impressive.
Yeah. And what helped that, as far as I'm concerned, was the special effects as well.
They were really good.
They were damn good.
They
Well
were
done.
damn good.
I was going to say for animals especially. I remember watching Wishbone growing up, and they couldn't move that dog's mouth. He was just like internal monologue
Yep.
for the dog, tearing up Wanda's yard, that little shit. No, but I want to just put it out there. The Jumanji remake doesn't stand a chance. And I did like the opening transition from the 2D-like animation. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just zooms out, and it's the 3D realistic, like straight-up jungle CG.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Wait, Jumanji, you don't think that has a chance?
Well, Robin Williams just died. And in comparison to the CG that we saw here, who's in charge of the Jumanji remake?
I don't know. But The Rock's in it.
Oh, The Rock's in it?
Yeah. So
Oh,
that
that's
alone
right.
is the reason I'm going to go watch it.
Man.
I like The Rock.
I like The Rock, but still, he's in a lot of shit, all right? He's in that movie with discount Chris Hemsworth, Liam.
Oh, God.
The bank job. I don't know what it's called. It's just the lesser of. There's actually 3 of them. Like the third Hemsworth is like a mechanic. Beta's fucking dying over here.
I think the third one picked the wiser choice out of the.
Yeah, he's just
Liam.
like, yeah, well.
It's like, I saw Liam act. Nah, I'm gonna be a mechanic.
It's like, yeah, it just went downhill. You know, we had Chris, who was he was a Starfleet captain. And he was a fucking god, you know. He's a whale hunter. You got Liam, who's just some pretty boy.
No, he's who did he play in Hunger Games?
That's what.
Gale.
Gale, yeah.
Yeah.
He's tough,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, that one guy.
So pretty much he was the side dick. So in that.
Pretty much, yeah. His cameo appearance in the first one, they just cut to him a few times during the movie, and they're like, "Yeah, he's here for the girls who don't think one love interest is enough." But still, he's got a career. He's making more money than me. He can go eat a dick. No, and usually I'm thrown off by like talking animals in movies. Either the motions look really unnatural and wonky, and just plain weird, like the old what was it, like 70s or 80s movie Babe.
Oh,
They
yeah.
had that shit figured out.
That was like 90s.
Yeah.
Was it the 90s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a
for
90s
some-
movie.
Well, I know I saw the 90s one for sure, and I thought there was an older one that we had to watch in like elementary school.
I think you're talking about what was it? Animal Farm.
Oh no, Jesus, not elementary school?
I saw it in elementary school.
Holy fuck, where'd you go?
Where'd you go? Russia?
He went to that school that Matilda went to.
There you go.
That one teacher, eat the chocolate cake.
It was Omaha, man.
Oh,
They don't care.
I was like, fuck it. There's this book. Mix up the curriculum. Did you do that in between calculus classes?
I don't
Fuck.
think the teacher knew it was what Animal Farm was. It's like, oh,
Jesus.
talking animals. Yeah, go show this to kids.
Yeah. Fucking A. Ooh, there's another one with a talking animal, kind of, sort of, which we'll be discussing soon. The Oscar winner. The will-be Oscar winner. 9 Lives, motherfucker. We're looking at you,
Yeah,
Kevin
dude.
Spacey. Yeah, but not here. Anyway, back on topic. No, like I was really into the whole animation on the animals. Like I was digging everything they did. Like you could see like anger on freaking Shere Khan's face and everything.
Shere
and you
Khan. He was my favorite by
Like-
far. And I think Idris Elba did a damn good job.
Mhm.
Like, he was scary. He was legitimately scary.
Yeah. Like I mean, they paired it well. Like, not just the voice acting, which is just menacing as fuck. AF, sorry.
AF.
Menacing AF. But the way they animated these animals, you had the emotion just there, and it was present. And not just facial features alone. One thing that made an impact for me, at least, was the eyes. Like, usually you have, like, for example, Polar Express, these animated features, and you hit Uncanny Valley. Like, the eyes are always dead and unfocused. And
Right.
yeah. This one, no. This one, like, everything was clear and balanced and pretty damn sharp.
I think the one person you see it the best of is Baloo in the movie.
Yeah.
Because you can actually see him like go for regret to I'm trying to con you. And
He's that introduced as the hippie stoner type character.
Mm-hmm.
Just jonesing for some honey.
They also had like, the animals' little like twitches they do, like their ears.
Yeah.
That was really, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like just the main characters that had this too. Like you had just random little wolf pups in the back, ears twitching and, tails wagging at mosquitoes and shit. I mean,
So it makes me wonder what they did, like if they went and filmed these animals and studied them and all their movements. I mean, they had to have, because
they must have. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was all very natural looking, like animated. Like some instances, I had to, decide, was it animated or was it just stock footage of animals in front of a green screen?
right? Like, you could tell at this movie that they cared about it.
For real. I mean, seriously.
Yeah.
And for a remake and, for what is it? Something that's, what was it, 1967? It's nearly 50, 60 years since this came out, like the original animated feature.
Yeah.
Put this much effort to it. I mean, Disney hasn't lost a single penny on these remakes that they've been doing. Maleficent, I mean, I didn't watch it, mind you, but people thought it was pretty dope.
I thought Lone Ranger did pretty bad.
Oh, Lone Ranger, was that actually Disney?
Yeah.
Oh, crud.
I did like that one, though. I like that one a lot. I don't know what people had a problem with, but
probably Johnny Depp.
probably.
It certainly wasn't Armie Hammer. I like
Yeah.
the bruv. Because he was the Winklevoss twins?
Winklevoss twins.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was the one guy acting as two people.
Hmm.
And it was seamless. I was like, oh, shit.
What's the last movie we've seen him in? Wasn't it The Man from U.N.C.L.E.?
Yeah.
Man from U.N.C.L.E., at least
Yeah.
that we've watched.
Yeah.
And, I liked him more than Henry Cavill in that, too.
Henry Cavill was given such a douchey role to play.
He was a prick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as well, we have the more fantastical elements of the original. They were adapted relatively smoothly, or very well, actually. Like, for
Yeah.
example, one of them I'm thinking of is the hypnotizing scene.
Snake. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you remember you had those weird tie-dye alternative
Yeah.
colors in the original, whereas this one was really nice and trippy looking. Something not realistic, mind you, but still more believable. It wouldn't take you out of the story the way they did it.
I think that was my favorite scene, honestly.
Was it because of the voice or just
The
whole-
voice, like everything. It was just so dark.
the environment? Yeah, definitely. You just saw a sudden change into just the whole mood changed.
Yeah, and like you said, the voice, she told this story and you kind of, in such a way that you kind of like, whoa, okay, I want to know more. And then you like kind of relate it to Mowgli. He's kind of like, falling out of consciousness. I don't know. That was a really well done scene.
And it was a very, like you said, showing a little more backstory. That was a very good way of handling that as well. Like, you just don't have an exposition dump. You have an actual character showing you what's going on. You're not being told, which is a very important element of storytelling.
Exactly.
Show, never tell. Yeah. And you guys are going to have to clear this up on me because I've never actually seen anything apart from the dance number. But what was King Louie in the original? He was an orangutan, right? Did he have like
Yeah.
a role?
He wanted to be like a man. Well, he pretty much wanted the red flower. So
That's what he wanted.
yeah.
But he was more, laid back, right? He was just a monkey in that one, right? Well, orangutan, whatever.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah.
Whereas this one, we have Christopher Walken, and from what I thought, he's acting like a mob boss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
Definitely.
he's got his own like castle and just a freaking army of different monkeys and stuff, and straight up just classic mob boss right there.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you saw, it was more menacing, which is just all around. That's what this movie is in comparison to the original.
Yeah, it's a lot darker, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, not enough to throw off the kids, but still, there's a lot. You feel like there's a lot more at stake
Mm-hmm.
than from what little I've seen of the original, anyway. So I was, like I said, I was worried at first going back to hearing about all these different things, and like I said, I didn't understand it was two different things. And within the first 5 minutes, you just have Mowgli, hopping around, doing that running sequence,
Right.
up and down, and there was a lot of shaky cam
Mm-hmm.
during that opening, so I was like, oh no, this is the last thing I need. Friggin' after Hardcore Henry that we saw, I want steady shots, wide shots. That's all I want to see. And I was hoping it would continue, but within minutes, like the camera just stabilized, and I didn't notice anything afterwards. Like I was just absorbed into this story, and didn't really like. Usually, I'll catch like cinematography things that really catch my eye. This one, it happened a few times, mind you, but never enough for me to dwell on it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like a good example would be Hateful Eight was the last time, and I think Beta caught this one as well. Was they're in the carriage, and then you have the letter, and just the way they framed that with the lighting,
Mm.
that was really impressively done, and it was really cool. And for a second, I'm not saying it's bad, but for a second I just stepped back outside of the actual movie viewing experience. I was like, oh damn, they're like really illuminating on this letter, like they're showing how important it is, which comes into play later in the story.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this, no, I just sat down and I was strapped in for the ride. I was in. I didn't really keep an eye out for anything as far as filmography goes.
Yeah. I like the. I mean, I was really engrossed in the story too, and I like the mythos of like the elephants, how
Yeah.
they created everything, and then Mowgli goes and helps them, and at the end they come and pretty much put out the fire.
Yeah, they reinforced that mythos. Now, was that part of the original too, or
No, not really.
completely new?
Yeah.
Nice.
I like that from the new one. But the old one, elephants were kind of like jerks.
Really?
Yeah.
Fuck.
They even had their own song and
Oh, that's another thing. They had like a couple songs in this.
Yeah, I think two at least.
yeah.
I mean, Christopher
Partial.
Walken, he's not going to win the Grammy, but like, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't overdo it, which was awesome,
Mm-hmm.
but they kind of, they still had a couple songs.
Yeah.
And it's the two that most people remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyhow, definitely. I mean, everyone's gonna think Bare Necessities and
Right.
I Want to Be Like You.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really like at first. I was like, oh, Christopher Walken singing, but he does Broadway and everything. So I'm just like, what Kevin Spacey does too. So now they're working together on Nine Lives. So keep
That
yourself
movie.
strapped in for
Oh,
that, folks.
movie.
All right.
Midnight release
Well, I'm
I'm
going to
gonna go
say the
with some furries.
Bare Necessities songs, the way they worked in the movie. I'm skipping Nine Lives, damn you. The way they worked in the song was actually pretty cool. Just how it's like they're just humming along
Mhm.
on a nice floaty river time.
Yeah.
So
It was really well done. Seamless.
it just didn't call attention to like, oh, I'm going to have a big musical number right now.
Yeah.
So-
At first, I know they were humming it a few scenes beforehand, and I thought that was all we were gonna get. But then, they have the river scene right after a little montage. They have them bonding, and then I thought that was very well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my only hesitation with that, my only real hesitation, and not really gripe because I don't dislike it at all for the movie, comes up from that scene as well, is Obaloo. Clearly, CG. They can do whatever they want. Bill Murray did a damn good job, as well as he could, at least, for sure. But seeing as he's kind of like the lead, Neil Sethi, I'm going to pronounce it that way. We'll say Neil. This is only his second role after a short film called Diwali. And I'm not doing anything against him at all, mind you, but I think I think he did really well for a child actor. But at the same time, I hate that I still have to label him a child actor because there were some instances where it didn't feel very natural the way he was going. Like, just the way he delivered some of his dialogue just kind of threw me off a little. Then again,
I can understand that, but if you think about it, he's just pretty much doing this in a complete green screen. Like,
yeah, I was going to say that to his benefit. He's acting opposite of maybe a couple tennis balls here and there on a stick, just completely alone. And then his supporting cast is a bunch of like well-established, big name, like A-list actors.
Yeah.
And
that he probably never met until like the opening
Yeah.
showing. So
I mean,
it's like
I said, oh fuck, that would suck. Like,
it's like, oh hey, Christopher Walken. Hello.
we're gonna throw you in this sound studio. It's just completely green, and you're gonna film for a couple months, and then eventually meet your co-stars. No, I hope they did something like maybe they have like Idris Elba standing off stage reading off a folder.
You would probably actually see him really piss himself, I guess. The fear he can present.
Idris Elba just standing there, Tonight we're canceling the apocalypse, and Mowgli's just sitting there, wet in his red diaper, or whatever the hell he was wearing. But no, I mean, mind you, he did very well.
All right.
In what he had to deal with, mind you. But still,
He's been getting a lot of praise, actually.
Well, I'm not saying anything bad about him. That's what I'm saying. But
I can see what you're saying. It's like still a kid actor. There were some scenes you kind of felt like he wasn't really in.
Yeah,
But
I think just the delivery.
yeah,
That's my thing.
but I gotta say he acted kind of better than some other like main star actors in green screen movies. So,
Oh no, for sure. Not just green screen movies. I think he could. Just think of any horror movie that's come out in the last 5-10 years. He did a lot better than most. And same with the CGI animals. They portrayed a lot more emotion and feeling than like flesh and blood, like adult established actors that we see.
like was it Mark Wahlberg in The Happening when he's talking to a plant?
Oh god, Mark Wahlberg in the entire The Happening.
Or you know what, Transformers 2. Mark Wahlberg in Transformers.
Oh yeah, that was a really bad movie.
I repressed that. I think I don't remember.
It's like, yeah, Optimus Prime. He's like right over here, or you can't see my hand, but he's not looking at him. He's like, yeah, Optimus Prime. It's like that. Are you gonna ever act? No.
Fuck.
I'm gonna drink this beer though. Walk away.
He's a bro. Those movies are just there for marketing purposes. Just what was it? Bud Light? Is that what we saw?
Yeah.
In Transformers 4. Fuck. Nowhere near as bad as Man of Steel, mind you. That's Sears and the IHOP and
Oh,
all
God.
that crazy.
Hey man, those places exist. All right.
Sears still exists? Well, I guess it does.
Union Pacific for trains.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, their stock probably plummeted after that movie. Like, damn, our trains can't take shit, man. No one's gonna trust us to ship anything. Otherwise, that's all I got. I'd definitely give this out of 5 stars. I'm gonna go.
Out of 5. Yeah.
What would he want to do then?
I would do 10.
10? All right, 9 then. I'll just double mine. 9.5.
I'd go 9.
Yeah, same here. 9.
9.
I had a really good time watching that, and that's one I'm gonna buy.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why it doesn't get a 10 for me is I felt like I missed out because if I did this in IMAX in 3D, it would have been well worth it, especially that whole Ka scene.
Ooh, that would have been trippy.
Yeah. It would have got a solid 10 for me.
Yeah, that was very eerie. Like, you just had the voice moving around you.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I love that scene.
God.
Oh, I
And then
love that scene.
you never actually saw the snake until she actually introduced herself. Like, it was just, you'd see like a little bit just at the edge of the frame, and it just looked monstrous.
Right, and then like as she's telling the story, she's like wrapping around Mowgli.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
I was like, oh, the suspense.
Yeah. I wish Fiddy could have saw that.
Fiddy?
Yeah.
Oh,
His
Fiddy.
love for snakes.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
Crippling fear. Just see him like freaking the hell out, scaring children.
So shout out for Fiddy on his birthday.
Oh, it's his birthday.
Snap.
Happy birthday, Fitty.
Happy birthday.
Fitty
Little,
and his twin brother.
Oh, yeah.
Quartery.
Quartery? No, he's older, though.
Fitty 1.
51.
51.
Fitty.
Fitty.
Fitty, both of them. Happy birthday to the twins. The the Mountain and Sir Gregor. Whichever one. Sir Sandor, the Mountain and the Hound. That's what we'll call him. Which will transition to our next installment. But that's it for The Jungle Book. So it looks like 9 stars all around. 9 out of 10. Roger Ebert. Well, I'm not going to make a joke at his expense. Not anymore. So I'm just going to stop there. Right, right where that's at. Otherwise, thanks again to my guests for joining me tonight with the Chocolate Nalagas breaking in the chairs. Like I said earlier, thanks for hopping in, Mard.
Okay.
With your creepy stalker and ass over there. And that's it for everyone here in the studio. So we're going to call... No, I'm just kidding. I'm forgetting someone. Beta, thank you for the chairs.
You bet. Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to call that a night. And to the audience out there, thanks for joining us on Babylon. If you enjoyed the show, follow us on SoundCloud, where we'll continue adding content to the stream. If you have any thoughts, feedback, or any suggestions, shoot me an email at babble.on.fin@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at Babylon_. And we do have a Facebook page, facebook.com/Babylon2016. We're also officially on iTunes, so you can find us on the iTunes store. I'll make sure to enable downloadable content once on SoundCloud as well, so you can take those on the go if you'd like. And that's it for us here in the studio. Good night.